Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back for another Division 2 build video. Well guys, today I have literally the best build in the game, or if I should say arguably the best build in the game. You know what, let's just settle in one of the best build in the game because I don't want to hurt someone's feeling. Because there are some builds that are good, but honestly, when it comes to straight DPS, nothing beats this build. This build has been there in the game for a long time now. I know most of you guys do use it. And I'm pretty sure the guys who are playing the game for a long time would know what build I'm talking about. But then again, if you are new to the game, I would suggest you to make this build because this build is capable of doing any content in the game, literally any content like farming, heroic control points, heroic missions, legendary missions, or raids. Doesn't matter what you throw at it, this build can take it. This is super strong. This is just, after a lot of nerf this build received with their weapons or the gear pieces this build used, still this build comes out really strong every single update and finds a way to be better and get that top tier level. So this is how I run this build. I'm going to show you. You can see it's a classic M1A build. Of course, it's a rifle build, but with this build now you can just run rifle. You can also run assault rifle, so that's why I have it. Now if in the future the rifle gets a little bit more nerf, or literally like nerf to the ground, you can actually use the assault rifle with this build. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. You can use the exact same build unless they decide to nerf anything else in this build even more. But you can use the exact same pieces and then run an assault rifle and you'll still do crazy amounts of damage than any other builds out there in the game. Now, I'm running sharpshooter specialization because, I'm running a rifle. It gives me that extra stability, accuracy, and that headshot damage. But the main reason why I'm running sharpshooter specialization, because I kind of want to run firewall. I would recommend you guys to use firewall specialization, but with this character, my firewall specialization is not maxed out. So that's why I'm not running it. But I would recommend you guys to use firewall because firewall gives you that, short grip, the short grip for your weapon that has 10% critical hit damage. Okay, let me show you this short grip here, like this one. This one has 5% crit damage, right? But firewall will make this 10%. They will have a extra one will have 10% crit damage. So you can actually use that. And also, since I'm running a shield with this build, you can also use the striker shield from firewall, and that will give you more damage if NPCs are closer to the the radius. So yeah, that's actually better. So you can run that. But then I don't have it, so I'm going for a sharpshooter. Now the weapon, classic M1A, has killer talent. I modified it. I can actually change the talent whenever I want to. So that's actually better. So you can find a weapon that has like high weapon damage and all that, and you can just change the talent by your choice. So you can test it out, which does the most damage for you. So that's what I did. Technically, I used like in sync. I used a boomerang. I used a rifleman. I used ranger. But then I settled with killer. Now, why is that? Killer may seem like it's kind of hard to proc it, because you have to kill an NPC. But once you kill an NPC, which you will in this build, and once you kill an NPC, you're always going to get killer with you. Because you're always going to kill. And every time you kill, it will refresh. It will refresh the killer talent. And 40% critical hit damage, guys, is better than like weapon damage that will be given by InSync. InSync will give you 30% weapon damage, but 40% critical hit damage is better than that. But still, I'm running in sync on my assault rifle because I wanted to keep some variety. I could have easily run a killer on that because I can change my talent whenever I want to. So I could run killer in that. I actually tried it. But I'm going for in sync because, like I said, keeping a little bit of variety. And I'm using police M4. You could use a FAMAS. Like, I do have a FAMAS with killer here. But this weapon actually does more damage than this one because, the damage to target out of cover is lower here, and damage to target out of cover is maxed out here. So if you have a FAMAS with exactly the stats I have here, or maxed out stats, like my police M4, you can go and run that, no problem. Now, when I said that this build is capable of running assault rifle, then I wasn't wrong. I've seen people run Fenris in the similar build I'm using. They have like one-piece Fenris to get that extra 10% assault rifle damage. I'm going to say no to that. Don't run it, please. If you're running one-piece Fenris, unless your crits everything are maxed out, which I would doubt how it would be like possible to max out your crits and all that. But still, if you're running one-piece Fenris, like for example, if I swap the Coyote mask and use one-piece Fenris mask here, it will give me 10% assault rifle damage. but then again, it will take away a lot of damage, like crit damage from my build. And that's bad, because crit damage is better than weapon damage. So any piece, if I swap any piece with one Fenris, it will ruin the build. It will definitely ruin the build. Like if I go for like Fenris gloves instead of this Sheshka gloves, then I will lose 10% crit chance. If I go for the holster for Fenris, same, I will lose 15% critical hit damage, because Grupo Sombra give you 15% critical hit damage, and that's actually better. And now if you say, how about the Fox's Spray knee pads? Because it's a rifle thingy, so you get 10% rifle. What if I use a Fenris knee pad and get 10% assault rifle? Well, you could, but then again, 8% damage to target out of cover is better than your 10% assault rifle damage from Fenris, because it's multiplicative, and this is better. So don't use Fenris, guys, unless if you really, really want to. Don't use Fenris, just use the exact same build, similar build like this, and throw in an assault rifle, and that will do just fine, okay? So now the first thought comes in mind that I'm using 2-piece Providence, you can see. Why I'm not using the third piece Providence? So I can use, the Providence mask and go 3-piece Providence, but then again, Coyote Mask gives me more crit damage than a 3-piece Providence. And also it's going to give the crits to my group members, right? So that's actually better in a way. That's all I can say. That's why I'm running that. But the chest piece Providence I'm running, you can see crit damage, weapon damage. Got headshot damage here, not crit chance, but it's all right. Headshot damage is better because I'm using a rifle. And I'm running focus talent. That focus talent is just too good. When you get focus active, this just melts. That's all I can say. You could go use glass cannon with this build. Glass cannon is pretty fine. I do run glass cannon with this build, and I would, for the first time ever, I'm going to actually recommend using glass cannon on a DPS build, because this does a lot of damage in this build, particularly in this build, yes. And you will kill the NPCs. If you run glass cannon, you will kill the NPCs before they can even react, because you does so much damage, you will kill the NPCs before they can even actually have a chance to put you down. So that's why glass cannon is a choice. You can run it, but focus, of course, does more damage than glass cannon. So I'm going for that. And for the backpack, you can see Vigilant Talents, same backpack I've been using literally in every DPS build. So yeah, Vigilance can't go wrong with that talent. And for the gloves, like I said, Sheshka gloves, 10% crit chance, and the knee pad, Fox's Spray, again, named Fox's Spray knee pads, rifle damage, get that damage to target out of cover, multiplicative damage there. So yeah, can't go wrong with that either. Now, okay, a holster, did I show you the holster? Critical damage, Grupo Sombra. So yeah, that's pretty much it, the build. Now let's talk about how much crits I have. With this build right now, 57.7%, because my stats are not maxed out, but I have 181% crit damage. This could go 200%, don't get me wrong. It will go 200% if I swap this to the Providence, and then you can see 197. If I have max stats, then this will definitely be 200%. But I can't go any higher than this critical hit damage if I use the mask of Providence. But if I use the Coyote Mask will give you 25% critical hit damage from 0 to 15 meters, right? And that's basically where all the NPCs are most of the time. So my crit damage with Coyote Mask is 181%, right? Now that's 25% extra from Coyote. So that's actually putting me more than 200% crit damage. So yeah, see, Coyote Mask is actually better than the 3-piece Providence. Plus, it's going to buff your group member. I mean, give them the crit chance and crit damage, So yeah. Let me show you how much damage I can actually do with this build. Yeah, so there you go. I'm gonna let focus proc like full active focus. So yeah, first things first, you have to wait for focus. Yeah, I know, but there are ways to keep focus active. Like if you shoot like this, and if you reload and you still hold your left trigger or right mouse button, focus will be active. You can see that. You see focus is active. Or if you want to like peek and see what's going on in your surrounding, which you can't actually see from your scope, because you're zoomed in, you don't know what's going on like on your sides and anything. If you want to see, you can just leave and just do this, like keep on like clicking, so you can actually have a better view. Yeah, your character will act weird, but you can actually do that. Even also when you're in cover, you can actually do like this, and you can keep focus active. Like it's gone because I took too long. But yeah, you can actually keep on doing this. And with the shield also, you can do it like this. And it's actually better. It doesn't shake your screen too much. And you can see like this and focus will stay active. Or like build up focus if it's not already maxed out. So that's pretty much you can actually do to keep focus active most of the time. Now, right now, focus is active. I'm going to actually shoot on the body. You can see 2.6 mil on the crit, 2.9 now, almost 3 million as a crit with focus and without killer. Now, killer is active. I'm going to do 3.3 million crit on body. You see, with focus and killer on body, 3.3 mil. Now, let's see how much damage I can do actually on head, which we are going for, right, with the rifle. So 4.7 mil, 4.6 mil on head with killer and focus, you see? Now, this damage, guys, this is like almost 5 million damage. I mean, 4.7 mil, okay, not almost 5 million, come on, yeah, be reasonable. So you can say 4.7 mil. Now, these damage is excluding all the damage you're going to do when you're playing in a group, which will give you the buff, you know, group members give you buffs and all that, damage buffs. If someone's a healer, like Future Initiative, they give you more buff. So you will actually do more damage at that point. You're going to do like 5 million, 5.5 million. And that's really good damage. Now, let me show you how much the assault rifle can actually do. So FAMAS, no, that's not FAMAS, this is M4. So let me get that focus active. So focus is building up. Now I'm actually gonna bring out my shield because I have in sync in it, right? So I'm gonna bring on shields, in sync is active, and now watch this. Look at that, 666,000 as a crit. Let me get that in sync active, there you go. Look at that, 668,000 or 680,000, yeah, 682,000 crit on you know, the NPC which has armor, and of course when they're in health bar, it's going to do more damage because the assault rifle has health damage things. But yeah, on headshots, I'm going to hit like 980 plus, and with the team, you'll definitely hit 1.2 mil on a head. So yeah, that's pretty good. You can actually run killer in this, but then like I said, I want a little bit of variety. I don't want to use same talents on the same weapons. But hey, if you want, you can do it, no problem. Use it as a template if you want to. But yeah, this is arguably, like I said, the best build in the game. Give it a go. If you don't have this build, I'm pretty sure literally like 80+% of the player base has this build or similar to this, you know, and you know, everyone uses it, most of them. Now, if you're, like I said, new to the game, you should look for this build and, you know, try and make a build close to this, and it will do great damage. And also one important point of this build is, since my watch has so much higher level, so I get that extra crit chance and all that. So if your watch doesn't have that much level, or you're new to the game, so you don't have that much of SSD on your watch, this way, like I'm running with the Sheshka and all that, will help you, because Sheshka give you 10% crit chance. But you know, once you're confident, you can actually take away Sheshka, put on like contractor gloves that will give you more armor damage. You can do that. But yeah, try run this way, and trust me, guys, this does really good damage. So yeah, let me know what do you think about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.